Hey there, I am Pronger Faulkner, for those who don't know me, and I am here today with Adreane Dimitrova, Addie for short, to talk about our book collaboration called Absolute Will, which was released in October 2021. Thank you for being here, Addie.
Thank you for having me, Joe, and thank you for inviting me to join that amazing collaboration of 21 women.
Absolutely, I'm so thrilled that you're in it. So the idea for this collaboration came to me early this year as I was still working on my first book. It was actually back in January I had the thought for this book, but I kept allowing myself to get distracted by other things on my to-do list, one of which was trying to come up with a fundraising idea for a project that my fiance Mike and I want to do in Nicaragua. And eventually, months later, the urge to create an inspirational collaboration got so strong that I knew I needed to get going on it. And I really wanted women from as many countries as possible from around the world to make this a global effort of inspiring others. And I wanted every story to have a health and willpower aspect to it. So when the idea came to me that a book collaboration would be a perfect way to fundraise, this book suddenly became my #1 priority to make it happen before the end of the year. Now, all the profits from the author entry fees and the sales through the first month of our launch are going towards Mike and I building a house for a family in Nicaragua who doesn't have a home of their own. And I am so thrilled that we have 21 authors in this book, as you mentioned, Addie and me and 19 other amazing women from 7 countries around the world. Our authors are from Canada, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, the United States, Australia, South Africa, and Bulgaria. And together we are sharing our personal, vulnerable, insightful, true stories of willpower when facing emotional and mental health crises, physical injuries, and disease. Now, this book is self-published and self-promoted by all of our authors, not done through a traditional publishing house. This has been a grassroots effort with all of us, which makes what we've done with it so far all the more incredible. My first book became a bestseller in 2 categories, so I was pretty sure that we could do it with absolute will, especially after tweaking some of my marketing strategies, plus the fact that we would have a built-in book launch team with all 21 of us sharing about it. What I did not expect, and I didn't think any of us expected, is that we would hit #1 bestseller in 9 categories across 3 countries, Canada, the US, and Australia. And we also hit #1 new release in 31 categories across 4 countries, Canada, the US, Australia, and the UK. And that was just in the first few weeks after we went live on Amazon. It's just incredible. Now, the reviews are, just absolutely amazing on this book. The reviews on Amazon are saying these stories are raw, real, sensitive, thought-provoking, heartwarming, life-changing, well-written, and that this book is a fantastic read. The stories are truly inspiring. Any reader can relate to the stories on some level. You feel a personal connection to each of the writer's journeys, and that this book has given so much hope to others. These are all direct quotes from reviews on Amazon. Addie's chapter is called The Greatest Lies Within Us, chapter 6 in Absolute Will. Welcome, Addie.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
So can you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and where you're from and what your chapter in Absolute Will is about?
Hello, everyone. I'm Addie. It's Adreane. My full name, I'm from Bulgaria. And that summer, Joe contacted me in absolute, I haven't expected at all at that by the end of that year, I would be a co-author of a book. So my chapter is The Greatest Lies Within Us, as you said, and it's about my physical trauma after a car accident. It was already 6 years ago. I was 25 at that time, and but this accident actually changed my life forever. After that, I'm not the same person. My point of view about the life, about the essential of life and everything else, about the meaning of life, is absolutely different. And honestly, I've always wanted to spread my point of view all over the world. But right now, when you said urine, I was like, thank you so much. And I was so excited. I cannot even honestly right now, I cannot even believe that it's it's real. Yeah, and it's even bestseller, and people actually love it so much. But last night, when all of us, most of us, talked together, I, I'm still so thrilled that each of us is so real person, and even after all of we've been through, we're absolute heroes, and that's why we're having the absolute will. So we are the absolute heroes for our lives, each
I
of
love
us.
that. I
Yeah.
love that. I love your perspective. And your chapter is just so unique. And to watch you kind of progress through that chapter, and I really felt like I was along on the journey with you. And that it's such a fantastic read, your chapter, all of the ups and downs that you had. So let's talk about when you first found out about the collaboration. What made you want to jump into this?
uh, what made me, it was the impact that I will have on other, not only women but people, whoever touch my story. I really wanted everyone. And I remember when I wrote the book, in my draft, I was having different topics, different sentences that will be useful for me in future. And I was at first, when we have to give the main topic of our chapter, I was having two: the greatest lies within us, and the second one was live your life in a fulfillment, like even if this is your last day, because when you're having such an experience, like almost um, almost to death, you're appreciating life in very different manner. And after that, you start living, actually living every single day and every single moment. And in our everyday lives, our everyday tasks, people, we don't, I know, I'm totally sure, even right now, 5 years later, I don't think about that every day. But then I realized how we struggle for different things, and we got nervous, and we're stressed and everything else, but we're having life. And honestly, it's I'm happy that the book came in such situation all over the world, when, like with COVID times and everything else, and a lot of people are not going through the disease. That's why we really have to appreciate life, whatever it is. And if we ever lose hope for anything, I really wanted everyone to know that you have your soul. That's your inner place where you will always be you. You will always have that power that you can have, and after that, spread it all over the world. And I know that maybe it might sound too cliche or anything else, but if anyone even now uh, hears that, just live, just be grateful for your life. And that's it. For with few sentences, that's my point of view now.
I love that. And your chapter talks about how you went through such physical trauma, and that you were hospitalized, and you really, I mean, you could have died, like you said, you could have died
Mhm.
in that accident. And to have such um you know, just to have such growth from that personally is just incredible. And I absolutely love your writing style. It's abstract, it's, you know, philosophical with profound insights that I just think are all the more intriguing, because often people don't have those kinds of insights until they're maybe in their 40s or 50s or 60s, you know, until they've just, you know, they're at least like midlife. But you are just, you know, you were young when that happened. And from reading your chapter, it just feels like you have such a strong sense of who you are and where you are going in life. And I'm just curious, have you ever written before, or have you written something like this? I'd love to just talk more about your actual writing style and how this happened.
It was my first time, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, it was my first, my own writing. I told you, I've always wanted to do that, but like right now, it's like a little kick in the back, in how you say in English, you know, to the booty.
In the
Yeah,
backside?
just do it.
Kick in the backside?
Yeah, just do it now. You must do it. Like, and when we both of us contacted so coincidentally, and I was like, okay, the universe wants me already to share that, and it was going out from me everything, and oh my God, there were so much tears. I don't know, is it many tears?
Yeah, many tears.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
there were so many tears when because you think that you healed from that, even as you said, okay, I got through all of everything, and I'm wisdom and everything, but emotions are there. There is something post-traumatic inside of me, and that I didn't know it existed still. And for me, writing right now, it was like a really therapeutic and healing for me. Yeah,
Wow.
and maybe for each of us while we were writing our chapters, but you think that it's already gone, but it's not, because you've buried somewhere deep inside of you some emotions that you couldn't process at that time. And right now, because even after that, after the accident and after my rehabilitation and everything, I was like, yeah, to my friend, live your life, be your best version. But now, when I came back to that moment, I was like, okay, what's that inside of me that it's still there? It was like I was thinking that I'm living in fulfillment, but when such a thing happens, and even it's a accident or some trauma or whatever, some part of you loses that. Um, just 1 second. In English, okay. Um, your belief in life, and then when you write it or whatever your thing is, when it's already out of you, you're coming like new person, and want to do more.
I
Yeah,
love that. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. So based on this experience, do you think that you'll want to write your own book at some point in the future, or maybe be in another collaboration?
I would love to. And it, I don't know. I know that I still have more to say, even because right now, by that time, I'm in, how can I say, uh, in different emotions and different things are I'm going through. I'm still looking in that philosophical way for different topics, not only life and body and soul and so on. Um, because my topic now is emotions, actually. Even last week, I've got through one session because sometimes when we think that we are feeling sad and empty and something else, actually, these are some emotions that we are keeping inside of us. We couldn't, it's like a blockage. That's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's some,
wow.
yeah, it's some blockage, and we have to get it out. And then beneath there is the light, our power, as I see that thing that always um, gives us that energy.
That's awesome. I love it.
I know that sometimes it's too philosophical, but I don't know.
But then, I mean, every time I talk to you or, when I've read your chapter, I think about that for then like days later. And I have insights after talking to you because it honestly just kind of opens up my mind to more than just the task at hand or more than just my to-do list. There's a whole big world going on outside
Outside and inside,
and
right?
inside.
And inside, yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing that okay, I knew that I will talk. I'm sorry, but
I love it. Just keep talking. I love it.
because right now the society and people, everyone is, as you said, so open outside, like my vision, my social media presence, my everything outside, my car, my this and that. But what's going on inside you? I mean, because you have so much out there, what's inside of you? And there in all of the emotions, the traumas, um, there, there for sure some family and relationship emotions and everything else that might block for us from being our best version. Because when we talk about positive and happy mood, there might be the outer layer, but beneath there might be something else that needs to go out, actually. And then to be, not to be like false positively, but to be truly you, who you are.
Absolutely. And a lot of people have trouble with that, I think, that they try to live up to other people's expectations maybe.
For sure.
And you try to make other people happy without really acknowledging, who we are inside. And that just everything circles right back around to the title of your chapter, right? The greatest
Yes, actually that's it.
is in here.
It's in here. That's right. And sometimes sometimes we, as I said, we feel lost and empty in life, and it's okay. I mean, we've all been through, and even right now, with all the stress, with all the uncertainty about job and life at all, um, we still have that. I mean, even in our last moment of our life, we still will be that. We are.
Yes, so true. So true. So what is your top piece of advice for someone who might be thinking that they want to become a published author?
Do it, even if you're scary. And even if you're scary, I'm sure, I'm totally sure that you can always contact some published author. You can always contact Joe, you know? I mean, even if you're having some fears, some difficulties, anything, you can always, whoever right now listens to that, contact Jo, and she'll always tell you the right things. I can tell you from my personal experience because even at first when mm, I don't know, when I had some problems within me, and you, even in our group and everything else, you were always that our like mother, you know, helping us. And and you know, um, what it was like 3 or 4 months ago, we met each other, and now we are like a big sisterhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, yeah, we haven't known each other for very long. And I
Yeah.
really feel, that connection to you and to the other authors. And for me, this has just been a dream come true. And it's so cool that we have all together become international best-selling authors together. I just love it.
So amazing. Yeah.
So
And
amazing.
I have one thing to add because, as you said, and yesterday when we were together in the podcast interview, after that, I was thinking, okay, so it's for a piece of advice for that newly authors. If you stand in the corner alone, you will never have that contact and people around you. So if I was, if I denied your mm, collaboration proposal, I wouldn't never meet the other women and would never been in the bestseller book, you know? So um, always contact someone, even if you're scared. We are all people. We won't refuse to help no one. I'm already sure about that.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Great advice. So what else are you up to? I know you've got a lot going on, so let's talk about that. What's next for
which
you?
which one to start with? Yeah. Okay. So, what's my passion right now, and what's upcoming for me? And I can officially announce that next month I am officially starting my master thesis, and it will be that's how you say it, a real project. I want volunteers to join my master thesis uh, experiment design. So we will having it's about a mind diet. I'm studying currently cognitive science, and I'm really and also I've studied nutrition, and I'm really interested in how nutrition affects our cognitive performance. And now I want to prove that. And so I would love, I announce that right now officially. I want volunteers to join my project, and we'll have one cognitive test at the beginning. Don't worry, it will be in January because Christmas holidays we will all eat, you know? And then and then in January, we will start with the first cognitive test. And after that, 3 months will be on the mind, on such mind diet. And we'll see how food affects our different domains, like memory, reaction time, executive function, and everything else. And then after 3 months, you do a similar cognitive test and we'll see the results. There is no limitation. It would be better for people to be over 18 years old. And that's it.
That is incredible. That is so exciting. What a fantastic topic.
You love it?
I love it.
Okay, I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much. Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness. Well, I mean, from my own personal experience, I used to have all kinds of, health issues, autoimmune health issues, but also brain fog.
Mhm.
I had a lot of trouble with just processing my thoughts, getting sentences out. And when I changed the way that I ate when I was in Nicaragua, I always talk about how it was accidental that I got better. I did not know how I was going to get better. I just went off to Nicaragua for a few months and I got better. And I have definitely noticed that my brain is different. So I'm excited to see what you. Oh, what a fantastic topic. I just love it. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So after that, what else have you got planned?
While I'm doing that, and now with the book, it was another kick in the back for me because I've always wanted to start my own blogging and sessions, personal sessions. So I'm always finishing my precision nutrition certification, and I finished the aromatherapy. I will be finishing the cognitive science, and I'm really into that. And not only that, but really living your best version. And but in the greatest within us, not from the outer, um, what you want to show to the people. What will really drives you to be the best, and that's next. And then we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes we make plans, but God have better plans for us.
True. So true. This has been amazing, Addie. And I just want to let everyone know, if you have enjoyed getting to know more about Addie and want to connect with her, you can do that through her website, adreanedimitrova.com. And I will spell it out in the link under the video as well. Addie, thank you so much for being in this collaboration.
Thank you.
For your time today.
It was a pleasure for me.
I truly admire your mindset and your perspective. You are just such an inspiration and a joy to spend time with. And I'm so honored that you chose to share your story in Absolute Will.
It won't happen without you, you know that? You are the one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. I told you once that you are my magic fairy tale. I will tell that in public.
Thank you so much. You are so sweet.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we'll talk soon.
Good talk. Goodbye.
Bye.